Thank you. Um, I might not be on for like super long because I woke up today at like what time is it? It's like 9, it's like 10 right now, right? I woke up at like 8 and I was really exhausted, so I might not be on for like uber long, but we are going to be able to spark up together. Also, this is what my hair used to look like before I got a mullet. My hair basically looked like this. This is like the exact hairstyle I had. It was like long enough to put behind my ears, and I didn't have any bangs. I was thinking about getting rid of my bangs because I'm gonna go get a haircut soon, right? And I'm gonna go get like basically a new hairstyle altogether. So I was thinking about not having bangs anymore, but I think the bangs are kind of cute. I don't know, what do you think? No bangs, I think looks cute. But I also think it does look cute with bangs. Well, it's a little fucked up right now. So I think maybe like I might keep a little bit and just have it like long enough that I can like put it behind my ear if I wanted to, right? Right. And then, but then I have my forehead out. Take a shower? Why do you want me to take a shower? Stop, you can't say that. Keep the bangs. Stop, don't say poo caca stuff. Okay, I have a pimple. It's not even a pimple. I had a pimple here and then I picked at it and now it's literally like it looks like that now. So, moral of the story is don't touch your pimples. No, I'm not watching WrestleMania. That's also why there weren't that many people in my stream yesterday because they were watching WrestleMania. Like, I dead ass had somebody come into my stream and be like, sorry, girl, I'm watching WrestleMania. Like, okay, bro. You're good, bro. They're like, sorry, man. I'm missing the gooning sesh because I want to watch WrestleMania. I was like, bro, don't even worry about it. Also, it's okay too because I didn't really do much on my stream yesterday, my bikini stream. I didn't do much. I mostly watched a video of some girl that doesn't like basically my work, right? But she's like has a very strong opinion and she's valid and right in her opinion. So I wanted to like listen to her and like discuss it. So that's basically what I did. But like in a bikini. So basically I had like an intellectual yap session like while I was in a bikini basically. No, I'm not going to tie you up in my basement. But yeah, everybody was really excited about WrestleMania yesterday. I don't know anything about WrestleMania. I've literally never watched a wrestling match in my life. But I'm glad that you have something that you're excited about. That's good. Okay, that's a little bit better. That looks nicer, right? I still look kind of sleepy, don't I? I don't know if I'm gonna do eyebrows right now. You know, I didn't want to get rid of my mullet for a really long time. One, because I really liked my mullet, right? But two, because I thought nobody would think I'm cool anymore if I didn't have a mullet. I'm so serious. So that's like part of the reason why I kept it for so long. But now I'm like, okay, let me be like a lady, let me be like a lady. So I want to get like long hair, right? And I'm gonna get extensions. I'm gonna get the extensions that they glue into your hair. So I'm gonna be like super fancy. Not like Astrovino. Not like Astrovino. If I had clips, I'd put them, but I don't. So I guess that's fine. Oh my god. I just randomly choked. Ugh. Okay, good morning. I have my coffee. I have Brazilian coffee today. So that's pretty awesome. And then we're gonna pack a new cone, but we have a clip. We have a clip, so we can spark this clip. Also, I'm wearing my St. Patrick's Day pants because, is it not giving 420? So yeah, guys, I'm like super holidayed out. I'm super tricked out today. Super excited for the holiday. Cause you know what I'm gonna do today? Basically, what I do every day. I might play some Switch games. I have Hello Kitty Island Adventure now. I was thinking about playing it, but it's mostly just a puzzle game, so it's like not like that entertaining. Switch 2, are you excited for the Switch 2? I don't really fucking like I really don't gaff about it because it looks about the same thing. And didn't they say that the games aren't going to be compatible? Didn't or am I tweaking? You know, the Wii, I feel like the Wii was like peak gaming console because you could put GameCube games on the Wii and then you can also get Wii games. So, I think the Wii was the best console like ever. And then maybe like Xbox after. Bought Switch and the kids never played it. It's pretty cool, but I could see how they never would play it though. I'm gonna put you here. I'm gonna put you here. And we're gonna spark the flick up. Hi. You've been up since 6 a.m. Why? What do you mean flavor? I actually don't know. I just kind of just got whatever. TBH. Good morning. God dang it. Hold on. Am I dressing up today? No, I dressed up last night, so I'm just gonna be comfy today. Good morning. I'm just trying to, yeah, get the bangs out because I think the bangs are kind of cute. There we go. Okay, T. Also, guys, I was doing my research. You know how I watched like that content cop video that iDubbbz made? Well, anyways, I did my research, and how come I just learned that every single person that's involved in that content cop video is like a poo poo caca person? Why did I just learn that? So, it was an entertaining video, but all of those people are supposedly trash ass people. So let's never watch something like that ever again. They just have like publicly bad takes, honestly. Said some questionable things. But I've learned that the majority of the internet does not fuck with those people. So like I watched that video and I was like, "Oh, I guess this is entertaining." And then I learned that everybody on the internet hates the people in that video. You coughed up your left lung. It's okay, that's gonna be me in like 5 seconds. Okay, wait, let's start this off where we're gonna hit the machine, right? We're gonna start by hitting the machine. Okay? And then we're gonna finish this clip, and then we're gonna pack a cone. Happy Easter. Is anybody actually doing anything for Easter? I haven't done anything for Easter since I was in high school, which was like 5 years ago. Even then, I don't really have like very great like Easter memories. I have pretty decent like Halloween memories and pretty decent like Christmas memories, but like Thanksgiving and Easter, I don't really have very good memories. Oh, jeez. Did you hear that they're using real eggs at the White House? Hey, aren't we having an egg shortage? Just asking. 30,000 eggs will be used for the Easter egg hunt at the White House. 30,000 real eggs. Who's gonna be kept picking up those eggs? Probably children. So I don't see like what's so wrong with the plastic eggs with the candy in it. No, I don't know, okay? I saw an article that said that they are going to use real eggs regardless. And people were very upset about it. So that's why I'm saying. But they could, change their mind and not use real eggs. That would be so awesome. But considering the way things are going with our society right now, I think they're going to use real eggs. How much do eggs cost down there? Dude, people in Florida, they freak out over like everything. So if you hear the mention of a shortage, they will take everything off the shelves. People will be there immediately to buy 5 packs of something that they didn't need. So there is a shortage because people in my area are fucking stupid and they like to get scared easily. Yeah, the same with toilet paper. Yeah, when the hurricane was coming around, everybody took all the toilet paper, or like COVID or something. What was it? But they told people that they needed to stock up on toilet paper. Girl, how the fuck do you get from COVID to toilet paper? Toilet paper isn't even like one of those like very much important things either. You could just use a bidet. So the fact that they were like getting toilet paper like it was like water was crazy. Shit was like really stupid. Oh my god. I single-handedly carried your goon rank? What the fuck does that mean? I think it started from a Facebook post. Did you guys know? Okay, listen to this. Have you heard across the internet when iPhones were coming out, you know, we weren't at like iPhone 16, we were at like iPhone like 7, 8, 9, right? People would find posts that say, oh, if you put your phone in the microwave, the iPhone has a new feature that if you can charge it in the microwave. Guess who started that? Someone on Reddit. They were like, hey guys, I think this would be funny if we started this rumor. So they did. And guess who believed it? All of the dumbass old people on Facebook and little kids. So there's at least a handful of cases where people really did put their phones in the microwave. And the same thing when they were talking about, oh, the phone is waterproof. You should put it in a bowl of water and it's going to be fine. And everybody fucked their phones up. Right? I learned that these are like just they're rumors that they create on purpose on like Reddit for shits and giggles. And I thought that was so crazy because how are you going to hear that you can charge your phone in the microwave and you think it's going to work? Girl, you can't even put a fork in the microwave. You cannot put foil in the microwave. What makes you think that you could put a phone in the microwave? Like, be so dead ass. Yeah, I think about that often. Yeah, I think it was mostly like old people and kids that fell for it though, so. And then like those like select few like really stupid people. There's a video of a kid on here doing it. Yeah, but I don't think he did it like in part of like the, oh, your phone can charge in the microwave. I think he just put his phone in the microwave. And I think he put his phone in the microwave and he wanted to see what would happen. I think that's what he did. I mean, that's a good question. Hey, if I put my phone in the microwave, what's going to happen? But you know what probably would have been a better idea than trying it yourself? Maybe looking it up on the phone that you just put in the microwave before you put it in the microwave. Maybe we could have looked that up. I don't know. Just a thought. I got a phone you can have brand new. I don't need a phone. It's okay. You told her I'm spending Easter? I'm not good around parents. Just what? You said what? Just even your skin alone? What are you talking about? I was talking about my skin. You want to wear my skin? Is that what you said? Whoa. Is that what you said? Whoa, this guy in chat says he wants to wear my skin. Hey, that's fucked up, man.
You guys are crazy. You guys are so crazy. You guys are so crazy.
Oh, yeah. People on TikTok, I saw yesterday that they were complaining about their jowls. I was like, what the fuck are jowls? I thought jowls were things that old people got. And you see this like 20-year-old worrying about their stretched out skin here, basically. When they look exactly like this. But what, do I have jowls? I don't even know what that means. Like, their face looked perfectly normally fine. And even looking at the old faces with jowls, they look beautiful. Just because you have a little sagging skin here doesn't mean anything. I just don't understand why we have this obsession with wanting our faces to look vacuum sealed. I think that's really scary. You got your first hangover? Ugh. Ugh. It's not a fun time. When I had my first hangover, I thought I was dying. Okay, I'm gonna spark this little guy up. Oh, you like how I carry myself? Wow. So amazing and awesome. Excuse me. It's not very ladylike, is it? Sorry, guys. I'm dying. Where am I from? I'm from Florida. Oh. Amazing. How far am I from the beach? Like 30 minutes. 40 minutes, maybe. I want to open my window so I can let the air out, but you know, like I said, like I say every single stream, I have paranoia. Can we go to the beach and have a sesh? I'll think about it. no way. They gave me a violation. That's so crazy. Okay. When I pack this new cone, I'm gonna open the window so I can take fat rips, and I think I might take a nap because it's pretty early. Yeah, I know. It's because they think I'm like smoking a cigarette or something. Which is crazy because apparently some people tell me that they smoke cigarettes like on stream and they don't say anything. So but yeah, guys, consuming stuff in this live could harm yada yada. Rada 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 rada. Rada rada. I want to see if this curled. Oh my god, this is like basically what I wanted. Or should I put it back? I think this is okay. Okay, what do you think? I feel like I look like the berries and cream guy when I have my bangs forward like that. It's serving berries and cream. Can you do what? Bro thinks we're in an anime. Can I consume your soul? Bro, you watching anime last night? It's giving. How loud it clap? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah? You were watching anime? Yeah, I can tell. Seven decimals, 60 decibels. Guys, what's the right word here? And also, our measurements are completely off. One of you said 60 and the other one said 7. So, what scale are we on right now? You like my face? Thank you. My face is aesthetically pleasing. I'm actually so glad you said that. So I can stare at people and be like... That's why I do like weird shit and people are like, wow, she's so hot. Oh, this shit's so funny. No, but yesterday I was looking at myself and I was having one of those moments where I was like, what the fuck do I look like? And then I get on here and you guys are like, yeah, you awesome. I'm like, okay, if you say so. I kind of might put a YouTube video or two when I finish this. The weird face just gives you manic pixie dream girl. I guess that's like cute, but you know what I don't like? I don't like when people go searching for something like that, you know? Because then they end up being like weirdos. How many what? What do you think we're doing over here? What happened? Okay, give me like 30 minutes, okay? The girls are like staring at me. This is a hoopinha. Just so you know. It's a soda. You should see how they look like. Guys, just give me a second. Yeah, I think Sasha wants to go outside. I don't know, she might. I'm not really sure. Wait, let me finish this and I'll show you. But they just look like little babies. They're little babies, little crying babies. Is she in jail? Yeah, she is in jail. Hoopinha starts with a J. The hoopinha it's a Hispanic soda, and I drank it growing up. So, yeah. Somebody was at an event and they were doing flash tattoos, and they had a flash of a hoopinha. Hey, I'm going. Well, I've only been on for 30 minutes. And these girls are screaming at me already. Do you guys mind if I take them outside? I have to potty too. Can we take a potty break? I should pull up a little intermission screen. No, but I kind of hate those. I think they're kind of stupid. You guys want to go potty? Hmm? You guys want to go potty? Okay. I'm going to go first, and then I'm going to take them outside. Okay, so give me a second. You guys can watch my son. Make sure my son is good. Make sure he doesn't run away. Alright, Sasha, give me a second. Can you see my dishes? Oh my god, you literally can. Guys, pretend like I don't have dishes in my sink, okay? I'll open it this way instead. So you don't see the dishes in my sink. Can you still see them? Oh, you can see them a little bit. That's okay. Bro, whatever. It's gonna be okay. The dishes will get done. Alright, guys, give me a second. I gotta pee-pee first. Hold on. Alright, let's go. Let's go. You done? Okay, are you done? Go inside. Bud, go inside. Sasha, go inside. Go! Go inside. You little bastard. Go home. Fucking asshole. It's a very bad girl, Sasha. No, don't give me a kiss. No. Motherfucker. Fucking ran. I put her on the floor to get inside the house, and she immediately made a U-turn, and she ran. And I was like, girl, I don't have the time for this right now. And she made me chase her down the street because she thought it was funny. Oh my god. Come inside the house. Come on. Come on. Come on, stinky boy. You come here. Not you too. Okay? You guys, can you stop screaming at me today, please? Woo! Are you okay? Jesus. Jesus Christ. Is that Mr. Handsome? Yeah, dude, he literally, I had to run after Sasha, so he stayed behind, and he thought I forgot him. No, I didn't forget you, Mr. Handsome. Sasha was just being a bad girl. Thank you. No, he's just being a little baby. Sasha's literally like the most mischievous girl I've ever had in my life. Because she thinks it's funny. That's why she does it. She was like, yeah, it would be really funny if I did a U-turn and I ran right now. And then she ran a couple houses down and she took a shit. That's the only reason why I caught her, because she stopped to take a shit. I was like, dude, what? You just sprint over here to take a shit? Are you kidding me? At least she stopped, because I could have been chasing her for another 10 minutes, honestly. Hey, you are knocking everything over. Did you know that? You're knocking everything over, honey. That's why she has a collar with an air tag on it, because just in case one of these days that she runs and we don't grab her, she has an air tag on her. But today, I took their collars off because I have to bathe them. Hey, what are we doing right now? Can I help you? I know. I know. I love you too. It's Mr. Handsome time, I guess. Well, hi, Mr. Handsome. Hi, Mr. Handsome. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. I know. I know. I like you too. Well, it's Mr. Handsome time. Because he said so. It's because you said so? Hi. Okay, well, anyways, what the fuck was I talking about? Hi. 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 Okay, okay, chill. Chill, dude. My coffee. No. No. Hey, get your booty out the camera, dude. Come closer. No, I don't want Mr. Handsome all up in my stuff right now. My animals can never respect when I'm like trying to do something. They're just like, oh, great, you're here? Okay, give me attention right now. You're not doing anything important. I'm like, well, a little bit. Oh, you know what? I forgot to switch. I forgot to switch tabs. Thank you. Excuse me. Excuse me. Can I help you? Hey, can I get back to what I was doing, please? You think I can get back to what I was doing? You want to go back and you want to take a nap? It'll be nice. It'd be nice if you could do that. Okay? Hey. Can you go do something else? I'm so busy right now. He doesn't want to leave. I'm so busy. I'm so busy, Mr. Handsome. Oh my god. Oh my god, are you kidding? Come here. There's something on your face. Come here. If you're gonna be sitting on my table, then you're gonna have to come here. Okay, I think he's good. He had a flea. You had a flea. You don't care? You don't care? I just saved your life. What do you say? I just saved your life. Oh my god, you should see how the girls are staring at me right now. Okay, honey. Can you give me a second? I need to go to throw this away. There's literally a flea in my hand right now. Excuse me. Thank you. Wow, so fantastic. Hey, Mr. Handsome, I just saved your life, Mr. Handsome. Oh, awesome. So awesome. Now I gotta vacuum again. Dude. Dude, he got a hair in my coffee. Dude, now there's hair in my face. Oh, man. I'm gonna get itchy. Happy Easter. But better yet, happy 420. I'm gonna spark up my next one. Today, I think I'm gonna just nap and finish editing because I took all of my pictures for today yesterday, so I can just chillax. I'm just gonna be straight chillaxing today. Just my brain is busted. Wait, don't do that. Don't do that. Why are you doing that? Jeez. He was trying to climb something that was not sturdy. So I don't know why they're being little caca pants. Being like big babies. Like they just want to like hang out with me. I mean, that's what I'm gonna do when I get off live. I mean, I have to hang out with them. Because they get mad at me if I don't. Right? You guys get mad at me if I don't hang out with you? Right. 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 They're staring at me. Hold on a second. My friend's tweaking at work again. Okay, I'm gonna peruse my YouTube and see if there's anything worth watching. Yeah, I was watching this person discuss yada 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 yada. Oh yeah, there was this one that I watched yesterday where this lady was just like straight up arguing with the cop, and her friends were telling her to shut the fuck up. They were like screaming in her face, and they were like, "Girl, if you shut the fuck up, everything's gonna be okay." And she's like, "It's my constitutional right to be able to blah 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 blah." And everybody was just like, hey, can you like shut up for like 5 seconds? And she was like, oh, why? I didn't do anything wrong. And they're like, no, nobody said you did anything wrong right now, but we're trying to have a conversation and you're being crazy. So then she ended up getting arrested. Okay, so we got Applebee's aftermath. Daughter mortified by drunk mom's antics. And then we got woman acts like a brat after her tire flies off. And there's also a catfish episode. Oh. Oh. I have a lot of like fat related content on my feed, but it's like discussions about why being fat is like a political statement. It's like, man, just just let me go. What? Oh my god. Everybody's so obsessed with me. They can't leave me alone. Tofia Chu crashes out, uses slurs, and yells at subs. Okay. What the fuck? Not the cat hair. I mean, I feel like my feed is like mostly like the same shit right now. Cool. Seven ultimate Karens face off with police. Yeah, all of these are poo poo caca. Let's see. Drunk. Ew, why does this pop up first? Ew. James Charles is like one of the first things to pop up. Drunk? Body cam. Yeah, but a lot of these are like drunk driving, and a lot of these drunk driving accidents are really fucked up. It's really fucked up. It's okay, you know what? You know what I can do instead? I can spark up, and I'm gonna show you. Do I have it saved? Sperm racing? Girl. Girl, what?
Trump is now in his first month in office, and we want to know how you think he's doing as president. You guys know how I.
All right, it's time to talk about it. There's a new sport on the horizon that's going to drop this month, and it's got more hype than Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao all those
You just be saying a lot of words.
years ago. It is a sport that, if given enough time, maybe like 10 years, will probably be more popular than soccer. It's called sperm racing.
Who's participating?
Producing sperm racing, the world's first microscopic racetrack.
The world's first microscopic racetrack.
This is the trailer they posted on their Instagram announcing it. It reminds me of that old anti-piracy commercial.
What the fuck does this even mean?
You wouldn't download a car. The first event comes in...
A fertility startup raised 1.5 mil to stage the event in Los Angeles, live sperm racing. So what does that entail?
like a week. It's got $1.5 million invested in this. It's going to be hosted at the Hollywood Palladium in Los Angeles, which is a huge stage. This
Can I participate?
is basically like the Coachella for nut. As the name would imply, you are watching sperm race on a microscopic track as it tries to get to the finish line first. Now, the sperm, of course, doesn't know that it's in an athletic competition. It thinks it's going to fertilize an egg. Those fucking fools there. But you as a spectator know, and you will be able to watch it and follow along on, like, a mini-map, I guess.
Who came up with this?
And you'll be able to follow the action, and you can even place bets. Honestly, it's
You can place bets?
eerily similar to that.
Where are we putting the sperm? And doesn't it matter where you put it for it to go somewhere? Like, you would have to put it to fertilize an egg, no? Or you think you can just put it on a racetrack and it's gonna go towards the finish line as if it knows what to do?
That super stinker mega shitter movie I just watched like a month ago and made a video on called Rollerball from 2002, where they created a brand new sport whose whole focus was on betting, getting people hooked on like sports betting and
That's like how every sport is right now,
making tons of money through that.
literally.
I kind of get similar vibes with sperm raising here, even though they try and preach it as like a raising awareness about male infertility.
Raising awareness to male infertility? Are you joking?
Doesn't really seem to be the primary focus of this event. They openly acknowledge that they know it's goofy and silly, it's self-aware, but it's supposed to have a positive message about raising awareness on declining male fertility rates.
Well, okay, let me stop.
But when you put betting in there, real money involved, no one's gonna give a fuck about what the message is as long as they can make some money off the meme.
Will there be any?
I mean, they would care if you made it mean something, but you can tell that they don't.
Gambling?
We've been
Easter Mass? No.
offered a lot of money from sponsors that are from casinos or a bunch of adult things, right? And they offered a lot more money, but we just haven't taken it. Most of our main sponsor is Nucleus, which is a DNA testing company, right? So we kind of want to veer away from the degeneracy and actually turn this into a health thing. So most of our sponsors are actually health, and especially with betting, right? We're not partnering with a massive casino. We're partnering with a prediction market. We're going to give biomarkers and stuff like that.
They did an interview with TMZ, which they did highlight multiple times about how the focus is on, trying to make this more of a health-focused event. But when the question of gambling got up, he said they didn't take any sponsorships from any big casinos or anything like that, Instead, they've partnered with something else in regards to betting. So there is still betting. It's just not, stake-sponsored sperm race or anything like that. I don't know why he didn't just say, like, yeah, there's gambling, but we're not partnered with a big casino. Instead, he started by making it seem like, no, there won't be gambling, but at the end he does mention they have partnered with someone for betting. And in multiple sources now, I've read that it's going to be gambling through something called Polymarket, and long-term they want to have their own crypto-based betting platform where people can bet on a lot of different variables aside from just who wins the race. So it really seems to me like gambling does seem to be a pretty big part of the sperm racing identity, at least.
This is so vague.
least in terms of like goals. Anyway, though, let's turn our attention to the Sperm Racing Manifesto. So the team behind this is a startup called Sperm Racing, and the first part of their manifesto is dedicated to outlining the purpose behind this event, which is...
Listen to this. This is what this says. So, sperm racing. When people hear about it, they ask me the same thing every time. Wait, is this actually happening? The answer is always, hell yeah, it is. They put hell in bold. But here's the thing, in bold. Sperm racing isn't just a joke. It's not just some viral idea for the internet to laugh at. It's something much bigger. Male fertility is declining, like a lot. Quietly, steadily, and no one's really talking about it. Okay.
Is to bring more attention to male fertility rates that are declining because it's not being talked about enough. Now, interestingly enough, I recently tested my sperm for the first time ever. I actually got to see how the sausage was made in my sack. I posted a video about it. How fertile am I? Answer, very fertile. Super fertile, actually. Really good stats. I would definitely be topping leaderboards right now. Probably top 500 global. And I got to actually
They should get Charlie in on the sperm racing then.
see my little swimmers for the first time ever. I like a proud father, I got to take a look at them. And it was very cool. I'd probably do a great job if I was to be an athlete in the sperm racing circuit, which I thought was very cool because I thought there was a chance I'd just be sterile. Like, you know, aliens I've been talking about for so long, maybe they got fed up with me talking so much shit, they came in the middle of the night, sucked the piss out of my balls, and ruined any chance I'd ever have of, you know, having kids. But luckily that wasn't the case. Charlie 1, Alien 0. Overall, though, I do feel like the purpose they
Bro talks like Trump. I've got the best fertility. No one's seen fertility like mine.
describe here about talking about male fertility rates declining is a very solid thing to be trying to bring awareness to, because I do think it's an important piece of health people should be more aware of. I'm just not fully convinced that's the main motivator behind sperm racing when you're using real money here with betting. Now let's look at how the actual sport functions here, because initially I thought this would be you'd have two ranked jerkmate competitors come out and they'd have to, you know, ejaculate into a petri dish, and then they'd somehow measure the speed that it takes for them to like fertilize an egg or something. And that would lead to a lot of variables outside of the sperm itself, because then it'd be about who's the optimal meat beater.
Okay, no, this... Okay, it's basically what I thought it would be. If you can train for sports, spend hours perfecting your form, pushing your body to its limits, then why can't you train your health too? Why can't you measure it, improve it, compete in it? Because it's not a sport, it's a sperm. Two competitors, two samples, one microscopic finish line. How the race works, we've designed a microscopic racetrack that mimics the reproductive system, chemical signs, fluid dynamics, and synchronized starts. And then the leaderboard tracks every move, and it's live streamed with stats and instant replays. It says, with stats, leaderboards, and instant replays.
And the strokes per minute, there'd be a lot of min-maxing, and it really wouldn't be about the sperm anymore. That is not the case. So instead, what they've done is build a microscopic racetrack, which you can see in the blueprints there, that's meant to...
Where did we get the money to do this? I feel like we could just be doing so much, like, a lot better things with our money than sperm racing.
Mimic the reproductive system, chemical signals, fluid dynamics, synchronized starts, making sure no one's cheating there. High-resolution cameras are going to track every microscopic move. It'll all be live streamed with stats, leaderboard, and instant replay, so they have the fuck...
And yeah, it's exactly as wild as it sounds, but we didn't stop there. We're turning it into a spectacle. Think press conferences, weigh-ins, live stream races with play-by-play commentary, and of course, the world's smallest racetrack. We're building a market where fans can pick their favorite competitors to see who's crossing the finish line first, whether it's athletes or celebrities, or imagine backing the icon Your icon in the weirdest and most entertaining event you've seen possible. But it's not like you can, like, become a fan of a favorite. Because are you going to extract the exact same sperm every single time? I don't even think that's possible. It's going to probably be a different sperm every time, right? So, why would you say favorite competitors? I don't know who these competitors are. They're sperm. They're this big. They don't have any personality traits. We're taking a topic no one wants to touch, making it interesting, measurable, and weirdly changing.
Fucking Jumbotron activated here. And how is the winner determined? It's the sperm that crosses the finish line.
No, we haven't found a cure for cancer yet because they do it on purpose.
First, which will be verified by advanced imaging. They also mentioned that there's going to be weigh-ins, sports commentary, the whole kit and caboodle, really. Now, I'm sure everyone's wondering, who are the star athletes here? Who's the LeBron James of sperm racing? Well, the two competing members of the sperm racing, premiere are apparently university students from rival schools. So they're going to
Oh, so you're saying...
pit their loads against each other here to see who's fastest. Now the question naturally becomes, how does the collection process works? Because I'm sure all of you know, sperm isn't diamonds, it's not forever, it's not going to live long enough for them to like bust a load the previous night and then bring it in. So the question was asked by TMZ, what does this process look like? And they talk about how they're going to have samples from each of the competitors, and they're going to basically set it up through their systems to get it ready for the race. And also the collection is going to be done at the Palladium on the night of the event, so that way it's as healthy as it can be.
We take that output and then we keep it at body temperature. We do like a cleaning process, so we're able to take just the sperm cells, and then we race it in our microfluidic, which acts as like a microscopic racetrack.
Are they doing this at the Palladium?
Not the collection.
The collection. No, I'm really asking the collection.
Yeah, the collection is live. It's to keep it as healthy as possible so we can test to see how their biomarkers affected their sperm health.
I don't want to get too graphic, but they're not doing it in front of the audience.
The crowd. They'll be.
Now you're probably saying to yourself, wow, the team behind sperm...
So it's a bunch of young dudes that said, hey, maybe we can make sperm race and make money off of it. And they did. And they're trying to be like, oh, it's for health purposes, though. We're trying to raise awareness. It's okay to not be trying to raise awareness, okay? Because we all know you're not trying to raise awareness. You just wanted to see if it would work, right? Right.
Sperm racing looks really young. And you'd be right. They are really young. The company was started by a
17-year-old.
17-year-old named Eric Zhu, and also the co-founder is a 16-year-old named Nick Small.
Male fertility is declining a lot. It's happening quietly, steadily, and no one's really talking about it. And sperm motility, how fast your sperm moves, turns out to be a massive factor in fertility. But the thing is, so you're raising awareness for the fact that the fertility is declining, and you're saying that it has to do with how fast it moves. So, okay, cool. Now we've said it, and everybody knows what it is. So what are we doing about it? Are we just talking about it, or are we doing something about it? Because if we're just talking about it, then I don't think that really does anything. Aren't you supposed to talk about it and have, like, a reasoning, like, to back it? And be like, this is why I'm talking about it, so we can do this and this to help yada yada. No? Is that not how that works?
Also, there's someone named Shane Fan, who was the chief executive of an NFT pricing platform named Waterfall, and then...
Yeah, like, they don't have a solution. So I'm just kind of like, okay, so what are we supposed to do about it now that we know about it? You know what I mean? Now we know. So what are we raising awareness about? Just the fact that it's declining? You just want people to know?
Someone else named Garrett Nico Nienko, who
Yeah, I really guess they raised awareness.
was a content strategist for Mr.
I guess now people are aware. That's it.
Beast. From what I've read, that's the entire team. Which then brings up the question...
So it's a team of 16 and 17-year-olds. How fascinatingly intelligent.
Is that even legal? Like, these are two minors here that are going to be handling semen samples from some university students that blew their load in the bathroom at the Hollywood Palladium there. Like, is that allowed? Like, these university students just giving their cum to these minors to use in this race? I have no idea. I have no clue, but it's really fucking weird if you ask me. But maybe it's...
Yeah, it is, actually. Now that you say it like that.
Totally allowed, you know, by the sports association. Maybe I just don't know.
That's what I'm saying. You said, I feel like this started as a joke and accidentally became real. That's, like, what I mean. Like, I think they were, like, probably, like, chopping it up. And we're like, LOL, wouldn't it be funny if we did this? And then they were like, no, we can actually probably make money off of that. And then they probably are in, like, what, business?
No
Whatever.
ball.
Maybe their families are, like, rich. And their parents were like, okay.
No clue, but I found that to be really bizarre. And then even a step beyond the obvious weirdness of this shit, it is also minors that have introduced gambling into their sport. Is that legal?
No.
Again, I don't have the answer. I don't know, but the whole thing is so fucking odd. Also, I've seen a lot of buzz on Twitter about sperm racing in regards to a crypto coin, a little shit coin popping off for it. I don't know if it's directly from the sperm racing team or not, but there's a lot of people talking about pumping it and a lot of people really blabbering about the crypto element of sperm racing here. So it's all pretty odd.
So they found a funny way to launder money? Or they found a funny way to scam people? Like, haha, wouldn't it be so funny if we did this? Because they didn't really talk about what they're raising awareness for very much. They just talked about the concept of the sperm racing. I just don't think you can say you're trying to raise awareness for something. Because, like, I feel like at that point, that's just, like, rude. Now you're just being rude to people who actually do have low fertility rates, maybe. Like, you're not really raising awareness. You're kind of just, like, using it to get attention. It's kind of not the same thing. Yeah. Girl, BFFR. Okay, I'm trying to see. That was kind of ridiculous. HIFA is crashing out. TikTok's crazy, e-begging, lol cow. A lot of the videos on my For You page are like, not For You page, like, dude, I keep on my Explore are just like discussions about people doing stupid things. Veneers to dentures pipeline. And then crime harassing retail workers for content. Mm-hmm. 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 Insufferable comedian has meltdown during roast battle.
Audiences are loving The Amateur.
I want to find and kill the people who murdered my wife.
Critics agree it's a brilliant, adrenaline-fueled espionage run.
Everybody wants to do this business like, you know what? I'm going to do a show. I'm going to do 2 seconds. Everybody's going to know me. Everybody wants to do this business like, you know what? I'm going to do a show. I'm going to do 2 seconds. Everybody's going to know me. Boo. You can't outboo me. You can't outboo me. You can't outboo me. I don't give a f about a boo. I'm telling y'all real shit. You can't outboo me. I don't give a f. What I'm saying is, listen, I'm not mad.
It's getting so much worse.
Listen, it ain't so much worse. Let me explain something to you. Y'all can boo me. Listen. You know what? You listen. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Say this.
Let me say this. Let me tell you something.
I'm not gonna leave like that. I'm gonna answer your question.
All right, so comedian Donnell Rawlings threw another temper tantrum recently.
Another? What are you talking about? Another temper tantrum?
When he was judging this roast battle where pretty much everybody turned on him. It was rough. Like, doing this show was such a bad idea for him. I mean, he's so bad at handling getting roasted. Like, he's basically been spiraling ever since he was roasted by a random comedian on Kill Tony and stormed off, which was almost 4 years ago, but he still hasn't gotten over it. He's always trying to convince people that he didn't actually walk off, which isn't really doing him any favors at this point, because every time he talks about it, he just makes it even more embarrassing for himself. He went on Rogan's podcast and started coping over it, which Rogan called him out on. Then he had Tony on his podcast, and he was trying to convince him that he had a dinner to go to. That's why he left. But Tony didn't buy.
Did you hear that? He said, nah, I didn't leave the roast battle early because you guys, like, ate me up. Like, I had a dinner to go to. You guys are crazy.
For a second, and he said he has video proof of Donnell just hanging out outside the club after he left. And he said he was just chilling at this fire station. But Donnell,
he was just sitting outside the club.
Refuses to accept it. He just will never admit that he got too offended and he had to walk off.
But you
I'm so dead.
Have created an environment.
This is the first minute and 45 seconds of this video. I'm so dead.
Where you have people that misunderstood a situation and they won't stop harassing me.
We've had over, I think
the only one who's misunderstood this situation is him.
over 1,000 great comedians sit on that panel on the show, and no one's ever walked off. We've had a lot of bucket pools try to walk off the stage. We've had characters walk off the stage, but we've never had actual professional
Blinker checkpoint?
comedians walk off. So
Oh, they call him a professional?
you're one of a kind. You're
So what are you
cutting
trying to
edge and
say?
He got fired again.
You know where I went, son.
Oh, he felt insulted by that.
I told you. I said I had a prior engagement. You knew this, Tony.
Yeah.
You knew this.
That engagement was at like 10 p.m. Our show started at 8. You left at about, 8:50, 8:55. You had some time to kill. So there you are, spinning down a fireman's pole.
I wasn't spinning no
firehouse.
diddy. I didn't spin down no fuck. Did I spin? That's on the video?
I think, yeah, they let you turn on the lights and the sirens. You were like a little kid or something. I don't know what was going on.
See, he's even laughing too because he can't make this shit up.
It's very funny. You're sitting on the curb petting the dog with your head down.
Oh, no, stop it!
Yeah. You were clearly pondering if you made the right decision walking off the show.
I did not walk off the fucking show. I did not.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. You wouldn't do that.
I removed myself from a toxic situation to maintain my mental health.
Yeah, so he's been coping over walking off Kill Tony for like 4 years now. And you would think if he's so worried about this, he would make sure it would never happen again. But the other day, he ended up having another meltdown. I guess at least he didn't walk off, even though he did for a second, but then he came back, which probably just made things worse. You know, it would have been better off if he just left.
He's in front of the... Dude, why is my hand... Okay, he's in front of the crowd like this. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
It would have saved him some embarrassment, because at that point, everybody is already fed up with him, and they felt like he's just ruining the show. And I don't know why he's even there to begin with. Like, right from the start, it didn't seem like he really wanted to be there, and he's just agitated. And it sounded like he's pretty drunk. And, you know, he's also not very good at handling getting roasted, obviously. So this was just a disaster waiting to happen. Especially because right in the beginning, Jeff Ross started taking some shots at him, which Donnell wasn't handling well, and he couldn't come up with any good response to it. So you could tell...
Why did he pull up to a roast battle if he has nothing to say?
Right from the start, this was not going to go well for him.
I love you.
I love you, Donnie.
I knew you when you had hair. Don't do this to me.
I knew you when you had jokes.
Oh!
I love you, Donnell.
Shit.
We gotta do 5 roast battles.
Shit.
5 roast battles.
Trump cut USA, ain't that nigga's
That was
joke.
very mean.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna come to a roast battle and call him mean is crazy.
I'm sorry.
Yo, that was me. You're a narcissist.
You're the one dressed like a dental assistant, not me.
He is, though.
Teddy, don't laugh. You my nigga. Don't.
Yeah, I'm on Twitch.
Damn, son. Damn. Jeff, you know what?
Let him bring out the first battle.
Okay, Jeff, you know
Hang
what?
out, we got time.
We're gonna talk later.
All right.
He's screaming over him. He got so pressed.
Donnell's dressed like a s'mores.
He's dressed like a s'mores.
That's not right.
I'm gonna post myself. That's so funny.
Oh my God, us versus Donnell. Shit.
No.
I can't wait for my parents to meet you tomorrow.
I can't wait.
Oh, by the way, my dad is a thermodynamicist at NASA. Bye.
Hey, man.
Donnell's
Dude, you should see him right now. Everybody's laughing and he's sitting at the table like this.
legend in this room. Come on, Brian.
I know.
Let's go.
So it was a rough start, and it only went downhill from there. They did the first roast battle, and the comedians were not doing very good. So Jeff, he made a joke about it. Then Donnell just started going off about how shitty the comedians are and how they're never going to make it. But he wasn't even trying to be funny about it. He's basically just like, these guys suck, let's move on. Which is honestly probably what the crowd was thinking about him. Because then once the comedians started going back at him, the crowd started cheering like they were already sick of him after the first battle. Because he just never stops talking. And if nobody cuts him off, he'll just ramble on about nonsense for the whole show. We had a couple points in this video. They had to fast forward through it because they said Donnell was just rambling incoherently. So he just had to make the whole show about himself. And he's just not very funny. I mean, it's funny to laugh at him, but he never really makes any jokes or anything.
No, like, it's funny to laugh at, like, now, but I bet in the moment it's insanely awkward.
Like, here when he's trying to roast these comedians, he's basically just...
Because he's not just saying it. He's also trying to get everybody's attention physically. So he's like, hold up, though. Hold up. Look at me. Look at me. I got something to say. Yeah, but look at me real quick. Look at me real quick.
Like, these guys suck. Get him out of here. And he just sounds arrogant. Like, he thinks he's so far above them. Exactly. But honestly, they're probably funnier than him. You know, I think most people in the audience are funnier than him. But I guess at least he's good at making a fool out of himself. You know, he still puts on an entertaining show for the audience. I don't know if that's what he's going for, but he is good at just embarrassing himself.
It's my dirt.
No, was I finished, sir?
Shit, I'm starting to miss Donnell.
Yo, you shouldn't waste your time on me. You should tell a joke.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yes, sir. Sorry.
Jeff, can we just stop?
Sorry. That bad?
None of these
That
niggas
bad?
gonna make it. Can we go to the next round?
Give him some good...
I'm not trying to be... Yo, Jeff, I know you got a format.
Yeah.
I know you have a format.
Yeah.
They don't have a chance. Jeff, I know you... Yo,
Good
shut
news.
the f*** up.
You're
Jeff,
so
please.
bad. Donnell's about to commit suicide.
No.
What are you doing? Are you
I'm
jumping?
just saying, Jeff, I love you,
Yeah.
nigga. You got a great thing going on. They're not gonna make it. Get them out of here.
All right, get him out of
Hell
here.
yeah.
Yo, get them out of here.
This has been great.
Last joke.
Yo, get the out of here.
One more?
Jeff, beat it,
All right.
Jeff. Don't believe in these niggas, Jeff. Jeff,
Let
we
them do
know.
their jokes.
Jeff, we know what shit is.
Jesus.
They're shit. They're shit. We waited too long for this, Jeff.
Come on, Donnie.
Let's get the next one. Get the out of here.
Donnell, you're...
Tell a joke in the parking
good?
lot.
Hey, go ahead.
Let's
Out
give
of my
this.
mind.
Let's give the tallest midget in the room a round of applause. This
All
day-
right.
See, this is what I'm telling y'all.
If I could f***ing talk, it'd be great.
Oh, shit. Hey, Patty.
Okay, you know what? I hear it. You're right.
Donnell.
Yo, don't do this, bro. I'm a real nigga. I'm not gonna let these niggas think they got a future.
Can I say something?
You got an opportunity, you have 5 minutes. You want 5 minutes, or you want a career? 5 minutes, get it. Crack jokes on me. Give them their 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes. I'm talking about a career, not 5 minutes. Do your 5 minutes.
Is that
go first.
Is that
All right.
is that 5 minutes of black people time or what?
So the show just started, and Donnell's already causing a scene. I don't know why he did this to begin with, if this is how he's going to act. You know, it's like he believes he's too good for the show, or
Was
he's
that a good
above it or
joke?
something. And the host has to tell him to chill at one point. And of course, Donnell is just ignoring him. So Jeff tries to defend Donnell, and he's like, you know, he's just trying to be funny. And the host says, well, he's failing at it. And that's the problem. You know, if you're funny, this could pass. But instead, he takes over the show just to be obnoxious and annoying.
Donnell has spoken. His filibuster has happened. We're going to do this thing like we normally do. There's a whole format here. We allow these guys to get up here, bomb or succeed, and then their heroes fricassee them and let them know they're not supposed to be up here. But if you overstep those bounds, then the whole crowd yells at you because we've been doing this for 11 years. This nigga's not even paying attention now because he didn't give a fuck about this. They don't respect you if you don't respect this. So you respect us, we'll respect you. Again, he doesn't even fucking respect us, but it's Black History Month for Donnell and Donnell only. So this is a black-owned show, but you want to come in here and act like an asshole to us. We were gonna act like an asshole to you. So everybody, every time this nigga talks, boo him, please.
I'm so fucking dead. I'm gonna replay that. Hold on.
Fuck about this. It yells you know they're not supposed to or succeed. There's a whole format here. We allow these guys to get up here, bomb or succeed, and then their heroes fricassee them and let them know they're not supposed to be up here. But if you overstep those bounds, then the whole crowd yells at you because we've been doing this for 11 years. This nigga's not even paying attention now because he didn't give a fuck about this. They don't respect you if you don't respect this. So you respect us, we'll respect you. Again, he doesn't even fucking respect us, but it's Black History Month for Donnell and Donnell only. So this is a black-owned show, but you want to come in here and act like an asshole to us. We were gonna act like an asshole to you. So everybody, every time this nigga talks, boo him, please. Fuck Donnell Rollins. Yeah.
Moses, he's just trying to be funny.
He's trying, but he's failing.
All right.
So then the crowd actually does start booing Donnell, which they probably would have done either way because they're just sick of him. And Donnell keeps trying to act like he doesn't care. He's like, I don't care if you boo me. But then he starts melting down over it. I mean, this is brutal. And it looks like he's about to walk
Wow, it's crazy. We haven't even gotten to the worst part yet. Is that what you say?
off, but instead he gets on stage and starts trying to argue with the audience, which obviously does not help. And then they start chanting, "You're not Chappelle," because Donnell's claim to fame is being on
Hi.
Chappelle's show. So then that starts to get to him even more, and he starts walking into the audience, yelling at people and saying "F you," which is just hilarious. I mean, it's like he learned nothing from that Kill Tony appearance. You know, it seemed like he was really embarrassed about it, but he basically topped that with this appearance. I mean, this is so hard to watch, and everybody's laughing at him, and the crowd starts
You're welcome.
chanting Ashy Larry, which is a character he played on Chappelle's show. So this just turned into the crowd roasting Donnell, and they probably loved it. And then Donnell starts getting into it with one of the judges, and it was just a complete disaster.
Oh, come on. I was kidding. Come on. Don't do that. No. It's Black Don't.
Problem is, these niggas never gonna make it.
I got you back.
Feels like an open mic with no prizes. I don't care about bull. This is what I'm telling you. I don't care about boo. Listen, I'm not mad. Listen, I'm not, listen, distracted, whatever. You can't outboo me. I've been doing this. What I'm saying is.
There we go.
I would have immediately started booing him.
There we go, everybody.
Bye, Donnell.
Happy Black History Month. We did it.
I don't give a fuck. You know, nigga, I was trying. You know what? You listen, let me tell you something. I'll say this. I'm not gonna leave like that. I'm gonna answer your question. You know what? You said, whoever you said, I'm not Chappelle. You know what? I'm not Chappelle. But guess what? I did. I made Chappelle's show what the fuck it was, nigga. Fuck you.
Ashy Larry.
Yo.
Ashy Larry.
I would just leave if I was him.
It doesn't matter what your goal is, making a resume, writing an essay, or drafting a cover letter. Grammarly.
Wow, he skipped over it, but this is like a speed run of him rambling incoherently, apparently.
Hey, how long they roast battle? What you gonna do? How long they roast battle?
It would be over if you'd shut up.
All right.
Come
First off, nigga, you're whack.
Fucking got me, dude.
No, I'm gonna tell you this. You're whack. As a comedian, like you wanna fuck with me, you're whack. This
You
is a
know
good
I
platform.
wrote a TV show you were on, right?
So what? So what? You're whack. So what? You're whack. Y'all can laugh. Listen.
Donnell,
Jeff,
come on.
I think he thinks he's whack. Not really sure though.
Jeff, don't do this. You don't have to support what I'm saying right now. You know what?
They got parking meters. It moves half this audience.
You know what? Battle. All right, good night. All right, good night.
Battle.
So then he leaves for a second, but probably got flashbacks to his Kill Tony appearance and decides to come back. But he just continues to be annoying as hell. Like, now he starts being all sarcastic and praising everyone and acting like they're all the best comedians ever, which you can tell Jeff is starting to get really annoyed about. And everyone probably just wants him to leave at this point, which would have been better for him, but he probably stayed because of the Kill Tony appearance. You know, it seems like he just doesn't want anybody being able to say that he walked off again. Like, that's all he cares about. I mean, he completely embarrassed himself here, but still, he sticks around and embarrasses himself even more just because he can't handle people saying that he walked off.
I've been around a lot of comedians and everything, but like this is the future right here. And what you supporting,
You know what I'm saying?
yo, you guys are
You
gonna
guys
blow
got
up.
it.
Yo, no, it's happening right now. Like, God is good.
Now you're just mocking them because
No,
you
I'm
said
not
the
mocking
last
them,
guys
Jeff,
were
but what I'm
bad.
trying to tell you
Come
is
on,
like-
but we had fun.
Jeff, you're trying to. Jeff, what I'm saying is, when I watched, like, just fucking blew me out of my fucking. It's you guys.
Is he drunk?
Got, yo, let me tell you, I'm telling you.
There's
Y'all-
3 great battles coming up.
Jeff. Boo.
All right, the
Jeff.
judges have spoken, Brian.
All right, audience, y'all ripped the shit, and the only thing I was trying to say was the passion y'all had is what this is about. Y'all
Appreciate
fucking
that, King.
killed that shit. Y'all two
You already
fucking
said it.
funny motherfuckers.
You went already.
Yo, I'm saying it was just like a battle, and it was dope. You came
It's like it was a battle. It was dope.
every time we thought it was gonna be over, and you killed it. This nigga came back. You came back. Y'all fucking killed it, and I'm telling you, I appreciate it. Watching y'all. Y'all fucking funny as shit.
All right. Thank you both for coming back to Roast Battle and doing this and making us laugh at the end of the fucking long, crazy night.
Why was it crazy?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why it's
Did I miss
crazy.
something?
I'm gonna tell you why it's crazy. I'll tell you why it's crazy. I'll tell you why it's crazy.
Why did he do that?
Yo, don't boo. I just want to say this. The end of the night, the last 2 battles, that's what I wanted to see. And y'all had passion. Y'all was like this. You know what? Anybody want to talk shit to me right now? Just being a hater. What I'm saying is, the last 2 battles.
Donnell, no s'more. I mean, no more.
All right, you want to win on the jokes. I don't want to be funny. What I'm saying is,
All right.
Don't worry about it.
Mission accomplished. You got it, baby.
Whatever.
And then he drunkenly rambled on for another 5 minutes about
he's drunk.
nothing. So he just hijacked the whole show. You know, they also had to fast forward probably like 10, 15 minutes of him just incoherently rambling. So I think pretty much everybody turned on him by the end because he's just being so obnoxious. I mean, the audience was probably like, what is this guy's deal? But also it did make for a really entertaining show and a memorable one for the audience. And now I'm sure Donnell will be coping over this for like the next 5 years. But at least it might help him forget about the Kill Tony appearance, you know, now that he has an even worse one. So let me know what you guys think. And if you want to hear about that Kill Tony appearance, I talked about it over on Patreon. And there are probably over 120 other exclusive videos on there. And I've talked about the time Tim Dillon humbled Whitney Cummings in one of the cringiest Joe Rogan Experience episodes with Amy Schumer.
You know, I've never wanted to pay for somebody's Patreon, like, for extra YouTube videos, but I like how this guy, like, said everything. I would pay for his Patreon to watch those videos. I'm like, yeah, I think he deserves that. Alright, let's see. Comedians are losing their minds over mean comments. I kind of want to see this. When hiring your biggest fan goes terribly wrong.
Haiii is a free browser extension that blocks ads on your favorite sites. You install it once and then you can use the internet freely and you
Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about comedians that are the worst at handling criticism or mean comments or anything negative said about them. You know, comedians that can dish it but can't take it. Like, these people love to
If you can't take it, then, like, why are you a comedian? I just don't get it.
talk about how oversensitive society is nowadays and how people get offended too easily, but that doesn't mean we should censor ourselves, and censorship is always a bad idea. You know, these are supposed to be the people defending free speech. Like Joe Rogan says, this is our last line of defense here.
You know, in the comedy world, we say we're the last line of defense because this is where the woke meets the wall. The woke meets the wall with stand-up comedy.
And even though I think Joe is being a little dramatic there, at least he stands by what he says. You know, for the most part, he doesn't seem to care what people are saying about him. Like, he doesn't try to silence criticism.
I think you can do stand-up comedy without being...
or delete comments, or try to have videos get taken down that are about him that he doesn't like. You know, if you hear him talk about that kind of stuff, like people leaving mean comments or people talking shit on the internet, he says it doesn't bother him, which I actually believe because he also says he just doesn't pay attention to it. You know, he just accepts that the internet is always going to do its thing, and if you don't like it, then just try to avoid it. I mean, it's not that hard to avoid watching videos about yourself or reading comments or reading Reddit posts. I mean, you kind of have to go out of your way to do that kind of stuff. You know, if Joe Rogan, one of the most famous people alive, can do a good job of avoiding it, I think anybody could. But Joe admits he has some friends that just cannot help themselves and have to go on Reddit and see what people are saying about them.
I'm not on Reddit at all.
Reddit's
Thank
chaos.
God.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah.
I know guys who go on Reddit and they read about themselves and they go down a dark road.
They get their feelings hurt bad.
Oh, there's a bunch of intelligent vipers on
Facebook
Reddit.
runs the top
Intelligent vipers?
three of the top 5.
And if you notice on Joe's podcast, whenever somebody brings up reading a comment about themselves or reading an article about themselves or maybe watching a video, he always tells them to stop paying attention to that stuff and stop reading comments.
When RZA was on with Donnell, that's the first thing I said to Donnell after the show. I go, hey, man, that was fun. Don't read the comments.
Yeah.
Don't read the comments.
No, don't.
And Donnell just dove right into that comments, and he was on a deep spiral of mental illness for several days.
Yeah, he said, man, I kept saying I interrupt, son. Yeah, yeah, I heard all about it. We was on tour after that. He was traumatized.
He got shook. I told him, stay out of there.
Yeah, so Joe
They're both so bald.
has to tell his friends to do this quite often, but some of them just don't want to listen. And it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but it seems like the people that pay attention to that stuff the most are the ones that are the worst at handling it, unfortunately. And usually the way they react to it shows they're not very good at handling it because they'll have the worst response. You know, you could see a video about yourself and just ignore it like Joe Rogan says, or you could watch it and just be like, all right, whatever, this is what the internet does. Or you can watch it and respond to it, or you can pick the worst option here and try to have it removed because that usually draws the most attention and shows people that you're not very good at handling it. Andrew's put up that I would have been able to just brush a teen clown. But not like everybody was even just a
Rah. His voice is really monotone. Dad completely embarrasses himself in front of his family.
On May 11th, 2024, officers responded to a hotel following reports of a guest causing a disturbance.
Hello.
Hi, friends.
What's going on?
So we have 2910 and 2909. They're best friends. They know each other from wherever back home is. 2910 kids had custody of 2903's kids.
Okay.
2910 kids left his kids unattended, came back to the room.
Okay.
2903 realized, he freaked out. We got called up here for a fist fight. When we got up here, they were arguing. They pushed each other back and forth. We got them to separate. I want them both gone. 2903, banging all up and down, smacking on elevators, doing all that. 2910, wouldn't listen when we said to get back in his room. I want them both off my property.
Cool.
I would start with 2903 because he's very intoxicated. He's very belligerent and very physically violent.
Is he still?
Oh, so this guy just got like mad drunk on vacation and it's like embarrassing everybody. Thank you.
Does he sleep right now? Is he awake? What's going on? All awake?
His wife and him are arguing right now.
Hello.
How you doing?
Why do you open the door like that?
Do me a favor, just take my partner over here.
What's going on, man?
Nothing.
Huh?
Nothing.
Okay.
My kids
Your kids
were
what?
lost.
Okay.
Why is
Oh, he's fucked up.
there aggression and shit?
What do you mean aggression?
Like, why is all this?
Because you're trying to figure out what's going on.
My kids went missing.
Okay.
And I tried to find the last people that were with my children, which is my best friend down the hall.
Okay.
And his kids wouldn't say where the last place they saw my children.
Okay.
So I kind of lost my shit.
Happy holiday. So he lost his shit on some kids because they couldn't remember where his kids are?
Trying to understand where the kids went.
Right.
Because they were with her kids the last time I saw them.
Okay.
So my kids are now here. We're all good.
Okay.
So can we just go to bed?
Okay. So, on behalf of the staff of the hotel, they don't want you here anymore.
I'm sorry?
They don't want you here anymore.
They don't want me here anymore.
Nope. So, whatever happened earlier, before we got here, they're just done with it, okay? So, I'm just letting you know.
Oh, is he gonna start crashing out? Oh yeah, he's gonna start crashing out.
What's going on?
All right, so we got to go at 11 o'clock at night.
Yes, sir.
Then can he go and can I stay here with my kids? Because
They told me everybody.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Josh?
What the?
I'm right here, sir.
I lost my kids, bro.
Sir.
I lost my kids,
Sir.
bro. Wait, you can't even make.
Well, I mean, is she sober? Because like, how are they even gonna do like a car ride right now? And
Got contact
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey.
Talk to you again, shut up.
We're not doing that, okay? Come on.
What are we gonna? Where are we gonna? I don't want to go over there.
Why are you so aggressive with me?
Because you're
I'm restarting my TikTok live because I have a violation on it. See if it does anything.
making me leave. We have a cheer competition tomorrow morning,
Relax.
and now I gotta find another place to stay.
Relax.
Stop.
No, we're gonna.
Stop.
Don't approach me.
How am I approaching?
Video.
Why is he still screaming?
Okay.
It's like he's so drunk.
Go, baby.
Stop.
We're gonna go somewhere else, honey.
Stop. Be quiet.
This is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Stop. Calm yourself.
Calm.
No.
I lost my kids,
Okay.
and this turned into a you gotta go bullshit.
I mean, like, do they have to wait until he like gets crazy to like take him? Because like he's like acting out. Like, you know, they're gonna ask you to leave because you're screaming in the middle of the night. So yeah, they're kind of valid.
Stop.
Cause you're a pussy.
Lower your voice.
friends, oh my god, the kids are calming him down. I said, it's fine, we're gonna leave. The kids are calming him down is very bad.
Okay. Okay, just gotta go, okay?
Karen?
Okay.
Yeah, we're okay, bro.
Start packing up.
We're gonna pack our shit and we're gonna go. You wanna watch?
No.
You wanna watch?
Josh.
You fucking clown.
Josh.
Oh man, not the kids asking him to stop. That's rough.
Come on, sweet tits.
Can we have like 20 minutes or so?
That's fine. That's fine.
Just for us, no firearms, nothing like that you were.
What?
No firearms, nothing like that. Just for our safety.
No. I'm sorry. They're from fucking DC, like in like a place I've met them here from like, oh my gosh.
You gotta be kidding me.
I came around like 4 hours.
I lost my kids, bro. I was freaking out because I lost my kids.
Okay.
And now I'm victim to this shit. Have you ever lost your kids before?
Well, I mean, the problem is that he lost his kids because he's drunk. So, I think at that point that's your own fault.
No.
Also, hi.
You don't know how it feels. You don't know what it would think mentally.
I want to
But you're gonna kick me out of this hotel, huh?
Man,
Why is he acting like a kid?
pack your stuff. Pack your stuff. We're not gonna be here all day, okay?
I'm sorry, but like, are we gonna be charged for like this whole entire state?
So once we get downstairs, we'll figure everything out, okay?
This is unbelievable.
Okay. Just pack your stuff, please.
I will.
Thank you.
No, we have no choice. Here we go.
Yeah, can you just shut the up? I can't.
If you want to start helping, just pack it. Yeah, just start.
I know, but like I'm sorry.
No,
I
I
have
got
really
you.
bad anxiety, and like I can't.
Okay, so it's gonna be okay. You know, they're gonna pack their stuff up, they're gonna go. Everything's gonna be fine, right?
You don't need to watch.
Yes, I can.
No, you
I don't know
don't.
what else is in here.
I'm sorry?
I don't know what else is in here.
It's my children and myself.
I don't know.
Josh, stop! Josh, can you just?
Him.
Josh, turn your back.
Fuck him and his
Josh,
cunt
stop! Just
bullshit.
please.
I hope I'm wasting a lot of Orlando PD's tax dollars.
I'm here.
This money bullshit, pussy boy.
Your daughter's calling your name.
Pussy boy.
Oh, okay.
You just called the cop pussy boy.
Here we go, pussy boy.
Thank you. Was he staring him down? Oh my god, he's trying to intimidate this cop is so crazy. They're being so nice to him.
You want to walk me out?
Go ahead,
You want to
man.
hold my hand?
Keep walking.
You want to hold my
Keep
hand?
walking.
You want to hold my hand, faggot boy?
Okay.
I know, this is like... As a father myself, I feel so bad for the kids there, dude.
You looking at?
I think I had like an experience like this when I was a little kid, but you know, like, you know, once you go through a lot of stuff, you just forget about the smaller things. But I think I do remember my family, like at least twice we went to Disney World and they got into like the biggest fight ever. This shit's so embarrassing.
What's that? This is why I keep building my anxiety. It's not gonna work.
Get
What's
behind me.
up? What's up?
Don't get behind me.
What's up?
What's up? I was born before you. Smarter than you.
He's
Look at me.
I'm smarter than you? Yeah.
Don't judge me. I lost my kids, dude. I lost my
Hey, man.
I lost my shit. Kid, look at me. Don't judge me. I lost my kids, dude. I lost my
Hey, man.
I lost my shit. I lost my
He got way too close to the cop, and the cop was like, okay, and then he...
shit.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
He really just had to make it so traumatic for these kids.
I got this on.
Wow, I bet he feels so good now that he made his kids cry.
Alright, this could have been easier. Could have been with your family. Instead, you want to act a fool? That's fine.
I'm not acting a fool. You were the one that's acting a fool.
Oh my god, he's still going too. It's crazy.
I'm okay.
Nah, send him. Send him. Send him. Send him to the gulag. He deserves it at this point.
I'm not aggressive at all.
What'd you say? It's funny that you're a police cam enjoyer. I think it's like kind of entertaining.
That's that.
I didn't know people acted so feral.
I ain't aggressive at all.
And also, I feel like I've gained a better understanding of things watching these as well. Because I feel like this puts a lot of things in perspective. Like, hey, maybe sometimes they are trying to help. I just feel like what I've learned from this is that if you're calm, they're not going to do anything. So just don't freak out.
It's cute.
Oh, did you see Nikita Dragon had a body cam? I think she was like beefing with the police.
You see a body camera? Doctors? Yeah.
A lot of body cams I see, they give them hella chances.
I probably won't hurt you. No, that's right. Got it.
Thought you feel real tough now, sweetheart.
You roll one side. We can take him now.
Yo, stay your ass down. We'll tell you when to get up.
I'm sorry. I thought it was...
No, stay your ass down. Now you're gonna do what the tell you to do.
Here we go. Sitting down. Sitting down. Real pretty. As far as I remember, you pushed me first. We'll hold that up. Come on.
I'm sorry, does he think that the cop is supposed to allow him to get up in his face? Like, does he think like that's his right to like get up in somebody's face? The cop was just trying to make sure he didn't get nose to nose with him, which is what he was trying to do. So, yeah. Bro, like, chill.
You want that one? Or is that one good to go? Yeah. Okay. Can you hold that one first? Thank you, sir. Yep. Oh, there's a double locked in now.
Why are you asking how you should feel about your own personal relationship?
Alright. You hold him right there, I'll just lock him.
You alright? Good. You good? Yeah. I'm alright.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Oh, because I lost my fucking kid. And here we are, the fucking power trip, fucking faggot.
Why didn't they bleep that?
Hello. Alright, so you kinda...
Alright, it's basically over. crazy. That was so crazy. Cops encounter the most challenging and insufferable couple in the middle of the ocean. Katy Perry should have stayed in space. There's a couple body cam on here. Abby Lee Miller telling her side of the story is crazy. Who wants to hear that? So we can listen to her justify yelling at children. Okay. Like a maniac, by the way. She screams at these kids like a fucking maniac. Actually, I don't even really know what happened to her, because I don't really pay attention to Dance Moms. Dance Moms is weird AF. Tattoo reviews. There's like this really bad tattoo review that was popping up on my Explorer, but I did not click it. I think it's gone by now. Am I a Naruto lover? I mean, I'm not a hater. I'm not a Naruto hater. Oh my god, I love this movie. Another Cinderella Story. Who asked me to do a movie night? We finna have a movie night for Another Cinderella Story. I'm finna be in the pit. Yeah, that's what I think every time I say that. Or Hairspray, so you can see what Nikki Blonsky was actually crashing out about. Lincoln Vampire Hunter? Dude, you like that movie? What's my favorite food? It's a good question. I like pizza. I like pizza. Okay, I'm between these two. When hiring your biggest fan goes terribly wrong, or woman acts like a total brat after her tire flies off. I think I'm gonna do the second one. Oh my god. What kind of pizza? I like regular cheese or margarita, or vegetable pizza is also good. I like vegetable pizza. Let's do this one.
With Fargo, your virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, you can pick up the tab even when you forget your wallet. I got this.
Fargo, send Kaz $145 to Zelle.
Smooth. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getfargo.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays. Because a romantic hotel works for some.
Is that a mirror?
You're not my family.
All right, well, I'm so.
You work here, bag.
Howard,
You're not my family.
All right, well, I'm so.
You work here, bag.
Howard, I simply.
Sal, you're mentally ill. You need complete help.
Every morning he asked me, did Howard come in today?
All right, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about Sal Governale from The Howard Stern Show. People keep asking me for more Stern Show videos, and it's been a while since I made one, so I thought I'd get back into it, because also, even though this stuff is old, it's way more entertaining than any podcast nowadays. So I briefly talked about Sal in some other videos, but there's still so much more to cover with him. Like, he was one of the craziest characters on that show. He was completely out of control when he first joined, because he was a massive fan and was obsessed with Howard. So when he finally got a job there, he just went nuts, which was great for listeners, but Howard, he would get really frustrated with him, and eventually he had to reel Sal in because he got way too carried away. Like, once he started to affect Howard's personal life, I think that's when Howard needed to get him under control. But Sal's early years
That's why you don't hire people who are big fans.
there, he had absolutely no filter. I mean, for a while, he kept insulting Howard's fiance at the time, Beth, which was a bold move.
And by the way, let me say something. Look at my dog. How cute is that?
What, the one sitting on the bench?
Oh, dude. You see what I mean?
leaving. What can I say about Gary Delabate? You got a face like a horse, you've sucked Howard's cock to make it in show business, and you love eating at Nobu. Oh, wait, that's my roast about Beth. I'm sorry about that. My.
Is he ever going to get to Gary?
I'm sorry, Beth. In case you didn't get that joke, let me translate.
And seeing Howard have to put up with Sal is one of the best parts of the show. Like, he caused Howard so many problems and so much stress in his relationship. It's hilarious. Like, after that roast, Sal, he kept making horse noises at his comedy shows, and the fans would start doing it too.
Beth, I go, you're in an apartment with Beth. I wish I was there. So once in a while, because of the roast, which is on Howard TV, sometimes you hear like the horse and they come out of the audience and I do it back. So that's
Do whatever you want, man.
No, but wait a minute.
Oh boy.
I only do that because that's on TV right now. I mean, that's just a joke that's out
So
there.
tell her that.
I'm not insulting Beth.
Well,
you know, it's just a-
Sal, you've started a thing where people are making horse noises.
yeah, but that's on Howard On Demand. The horse neigh and everything's on there. I don't
But
really
you
mean
began
it.
it. So you began a
It's like when Artie says fire. Like everybody knows Artie says fire.
But
Everybody
that-
knows Artie does
that
crazy
doesn't
Howard.
insult anybody.
Howard, you scare me with your eyes. Don't do that. to
whatever
me.
you want, Sal.
No.
That's your relationship
I'll
with her.
stop
She-
it.
she
No more
thinks
Beth
you're
jokes.
fucking
I like Howard Stern. I don't know Howard Stern like that. I know of Howard Stern, but I wouldn't say I necessarily like him.
Yes.
No more Beth
She
jokes.
doesn't know
then.
from that.
God forbid she's out with some fans somewhere and they start doing that to her. That's your
If
fault.
I was roasting you, though, would I say some of the faults of your wife physically?
Uh-oh. No, but in relation to the show.
And Sal was definitely jealous of Beth. I mean, he was jealous of anybody who's closer to Howard than him, because he was just obsessed with Howard and the show. Like, at their engagement party, which they were already hesitant to invite Sal to, he decided to give a speech, and the whole time he just talked about how much Howard means to him, and he didn't mention Beth at all, so Howard had to cut him off.
But Sal's whole speech was about my career and
Right.
how he listened to me as a kid, and
It was the history of you and him.
yeah, I whispered in his ear, mention Beth, asshole.
Yeah, I know.
Because you're an asshole.
You had to even say it to him.
Yeah, I should mention Beth.
But I was trying to get the point I was trying to make. I go, Howard, if you get 1 ounce of the pleasure from Beth that you've given the world, then you got the luckiest girl. And then you're the luckiest person in the world.
And
that's
you got the
luckiest
luckiest girl.
Luckiest girl.
Even your Freudian slips
Oh, my
are so
goodness.
revealing. She's the luckiest girl in the world.
She is.
But your part about Beth is all
still
about
about
Howard.
him.
No, but look, the point I'm trying to make is that this guy's broke his ass for 20 years, and it took him 20 years to break his ass to entertain the world, yet all he needs in his life to get that back is Beth Ostrowski.
All right, get out of here.
You don't see how
I
that's
don't
all
get it.
about
You're
him.
insane. You're insane.
No,
Howard.
you're insane.
Because she's a terrific girl, and I'm the lucky one getting her.
Right.
Here's
But
your gift for making me and all my
moron.
shithead friends from Long Island
Listen to me.
happy.
You don't know how to make a fucking speech.
I know how to make this.
I just don't know why he's arguing with him, like, about his wife. Like, that's crazy. Like, I would have kicked him off a while ago. That's how you know, like, yeah, he likes his wife, but he doesn't like his wife enough.
speech.
Beth is.
you always
She's not
screw
just
up.
a present for Howard.
Well, what's wrong with being a present rather than being a pile of shit? I mean, she is a gifted person. Listen to me. She's a gifted person that she has the ability to give you the pleasure that you deserve that you've given the world.
Get on that. You're a creep.
Listen, what do you do for a living?
I'm on the radio.
Right. And why? Because you have a fixation and a need to entertain people.
Go ahead.
And you have.
Right.
You've graced so many people with being an incredible entertainer. And I know you hurt inside. I know you do. You know, I know you have a lot. And the point is that somebody like you, over years and years of grief and anger and anxiety, you've put it all on the line. You've entertained so many people. You finally got what you deserve. You finally got the pleasure back in your life that you've given so many people. And that pleasure is Beth Estrada.
You're a fucking lunatic.
And Howard had to walk a fine line with him because he knew Sal was crazy, but also he knew he was good for the show. So he'd try to put up with him, but Sal would always take things too far. And Sal thought because he grew up listening to the show and he's such a big fan of it, that means he knew what Howard was like. But Howard's much different off air. Like, he's way more proper and he doesn't want to have to deal with somebody like Sal in his personal life. So once Sal started causing problems in his personal life and in his relationship with Beth, that's what really started to set Howard off. But Sal didn't understand that. Like, he thought outside of the show, Howard wanted him to act the same way as he does on the show. So when Howard decided to invite him to their wedding, even after everything he said about Beth, because he felt bad for him, Sal, he started floating around the idea that Howard secretly wants him to make a scene at the wedding, and that's why he was invited to it. You know, because then it'll make good content for the show. And Sal keeps saying that the show is more important than Beth. So Howard, of course, just disinvites him and is like, dude, you're out of your mind.
I said, what's your theory? He goes,
Damn. I mean, yeah, that's why. I mean, he wanted to keep him for entertainment purposes. So, I mean, like, that's all you, bro.
I think subconsciously, Howard wants me to do something wacky at the wedding.
Oh, my God.
Sal, I'm taking the invitation away. You fucking moron.
No, hold on. Won't do anything weird, and I'm not your therapist.
What?
Beth is marrying you because you have an endearing personality, you're a very powerful person, and you're extremely talented. That came from the show. Now,
What?
that came because of the popularity you've gained through the Howard Stern Show. You have created this entity. And in an odd way,
Is that right?
all these events that have happened throughout the course of the years that have made your show great has led you to Beth. So I think there's only one thing more important than you than marrying Beth, and that's for a good show. So subconsciously,
All right, Sigmund
by
Freud.
you knowing,
Let me just tell you something.
Hold on, let me finish, sir. Subconsciously, by you.
So does Beth subconsciously want you to do something too?
But there's one thing higher than Beth in your mind, and that's the show. So subconsciously in your head, you're thinking, okay, if Sal comes to the wedding, something might happen, and even though I love Beth, it could lead to something good
Sal,
to the show.
I'm telling you right now, you're fucking insane. You're mentally ill.
All right.
And you have low intelligence.
And you invited him
Yeah.
to your wedding.
If your show goes down,
good.
He thinks that he's joking because he's saying it like he's joking, so he's joking. And this guy is an obsessive fan, so you really can't do that.
Because I'm not the guy you want me to be.
I'm watching this YouTube video that somebody did called When Hiring Your Biggest Fan Goes Terribly Wrong, and it's obviously you can hear it's Howard Stern ended up hiring somebody on his talk show that was his biggest fan, and bro is a piece of shit.
And Beth divorces you because you're no longer popular.
Get the
Don't
fuck
blame
out.
me.
You're insane. Get out.
Oh,
no
my
longer
God.
popular.
Get out.
Oh, dude,
I
it's
don't
a
even want to hear
joke,
your voice.
dude.
I felt bad for you.
Thank you.
Because I know you're a fucking head case, and I know how you're a crybaby.
I'm not
And
a
I know
crybaby.
as tough guys, you come off and you try to make jokes about everyone. Second, anyone says anything about you, you go into a paranoid fit. So
No,
I
I
didn't want
don't.
you to fucking bum out that day, so we took some compassion on you. But the audience is right. I'm an asshole for inviting you.
Really?
You're an ungrateful retard.
Ungrateful?
Yes.
How am I ungrateful?
Because here I've invited you, and your reaction is bizarre.
It's not. I don't know. I just that every time that we go
You're
out,
saying you're so fucked up that if I invite you, I want something bad to happen.
not bad,
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
but something
Yeah, okay.
interesting.
Well, here's what I want to have happen.
Oh, it won't be interesting.
I like 5 seconds before you ask that, I just explained what we were listening to.
Without you.
No, but keep in mind,
Sal,
Howard,
do
this-
me a favor.
This is just a
Honestly,
theory.
this is
Just a
for
theory.
real. This
No.
is for real. Here's my theory.
No,
Do
let
me a
me-
favor.
no,
I'm
don't say it.
I'm
Don't.
taking it back. I
No.
don't want you to come.
No, Howard,
I
it's
don't
just
want you
a
to come.
theory. No,
It's it.
don't
You're
do
not,
that.
You're not being allowed in. I'm
No,
telling you.
I don't hear you. I'm taking my headphones
no,
off. I
you're
can't
out.
hear you. Goodbye.
You're out.
I don't really believe that Howard is creeped out to that degree over me suggesting that he might get a kick out of something kooky happening.
So take
it's not that bad.
Take
I'm
Howard
not talking about putting
That's
fucking
your- it's your
cherry bombs
opinion.
in the toilets.
It's your opinion
Talking
whether
about
it's
just
bad or-
maybe singing a fucking song. For Christ's sake, what are we? What is this here? I mean, are we on the Catholic channel? I'm talking about nothing.
But he's. I mean, he just like suggested that he do something crazy at his wedding, and he's not playing about his wife. He has a talk show where he's funny, but that's about it, right?
I'm sorry. I grew up with a guy who wanted to skull fuck dead people, and that's the guy that I love and admire. And so I kind of get his. I kind of get Howard's crazy side.
But that's not Howard in real life.
I know that, but I'm sold on that. If it's not Howard in real life, who the fuck am I?
What?
So it was hard for Sal to accept that Howard wasn't the person he thought he was. And when Sal first got there, it was really bad because he thought him and Howard would become best friends and start hanging out outside the show. But obviously Howard wanted nothing to do with him. So when that wasn't happening, Sal started to get jealous of Howard's friends.
I guess I need to be an arrogant attorney with a yacht in the Hamptons to accept
Why
Howard Stern's
obsess
love.
on Dominic?
What are you competing with my friends for?
Because, dude, that's not a friend.
Dude, you don't know what my criteria is for a friend.
Look at these like ancient fucking guys arguing about friendship.
You can't sit and judge my friends, and that's what makes you scary. What do you mean?
I'm not
That's not
judging
a
your
friend.
friends.
You're a friend, but Dominic isn't?
Well, why Dominic? Why?
What do you
makes him so
care? That's
interesting?
my business.
And you know what?
I
Well, I
choose
like to
not
know your business.
Well, you see, this
Yeah,
is
but I don't want you knowing my
Okay,
business.
I'm sorry,
I don't
I'm
want to
sorry.
be your friend.
All right, good.
This
Don't
is
be
what
my friend.
makes me
Thank you. I really
crazy
feel great.
about.
Yeah, so in the beginning, it literally felt like a guy who's obsessed with a girl that isn't interested in him. It's so creepy. Like, Sal kept wondering how he could take his relationship with Howard to the next level. So he
Thank you.
tried asking him if he could sleep over at his apartment,
He did what?
which obviously went really well.
How, would it be safe to say how we have a pretty professional relationship off the air?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it wouldn't be safe to say that. We
It is.
barely have a relationship, and I don't want you in my...
Wait, why are you saying it like that? Is there something that I don't know about Howard Stern that you guys know? Sorry, I actually don't know much about him. I just know that one time that he talked to like a serial killer on the line, and like that's it.
apartment.
Well, that's mean.
Ever. Mean? I don't want you in my
I work
apartment.
for you. If
I don't care.
You know what?
How do you feel?
Oh, it's because you liked it. Okay. I thought there was something that like bad that I didn't know.
Comfortable enough.
I don't. I like to
Two.
get more comfortable with you. You know what?
Hey,
I'm stuck
when
in
is-
the city. I asked my boss, Howard Stern, if I could
Yeah,
crash.
first of all,
in his...
No, but he's like super famous. He's just he's been on a bunch of shit, so like I know his name, right? And I know like of his talk show, right? But I don't know more than that.
huge apartment and sleep in a bed and just
I'm not
be
your
a
boss.
I had visions of us hanging out, laughing, watching Survivor.
I had visions of us.
Howard Stern, if I could
Yeah,
crash.
first of all-
you know what?
Hey,
I'm
hey,
stuck
when
in
is-
the city. I asked my boss, Howard Stern, if I could
Yeah,
crash
first of all,
in his
I'm not-
huge apartment and sleep in a bed and just
I'm not
be
your
a
boss.
I had visions of us hanging out, laughing, watching Survivor. I was going to cook for you.
Oh my God.
I had lunch with Lewis the other day, and
This guy is so fucking creepy.
I was just saying, how come I can't have the next? How come I can't go to the next level with
Which
Howard?
is what?
What? Why can't I go to the next level with Howard? Excuse me? What the fuck was that?
My God.
I had lunch with Lewis the other day, and I was just saying, how come I can't have the next? How come I can't go to the next level with
Which
Howard?
is what?
Dude, he's trying to get to second base with you.
What is he talking
What next
about?
level?
This is what I meant.
Okay.
Why can't we hang out? Why can't we hang out a little bit more? Why can't you get to know me a little better?
Because he's already said that he doesn't want to?
I used to fantasize about sitting in here.
That doesn't make him entitled to hanging out with him.
Now you're sitting
when I
in
was
here.
when I was like 17 as a
And
kid.
now you're here.
Yeah.
Right, but it's not enough yet.
You want more. You want more. You want more contact.
You worked for this, dude.
You worked for this.
It's your fault.
Oh.
It's your fault for being famous.
Hey,
You got to see a psychiatrist. I'm not kidding.
but you know what? Why can't I be that guy where Howard could say, "Hey, you know, you want to hang out tonight or something?"
But listen to me. It shouldn't be that important to you.
That's what Lewis said.
There's lots of people in this world to do that with.
So it was a disappointing start to the show for Sal, but Howard never really hung out that much with employees from the show. Like off air, he usually would just sit around playing chess and painting all day. And now,
So what did he think would happen? That he got picked to be Howard's special
like off
best
air,
friend?
he usually would just sit around playing chess and painting all day. And now he'll only hang out with A-list celebrities. And for a while, when he was still going to the studio, he would even have security close down the hallway in the morning for him to walk through. But now he rarely ever even leaves his house anymore. Like, he only leaves if he's getting dinner with his celebrity friends or if he's taking a private jet back and forth from the Hamptons to Palm Beach. And after COVID, he didn't even leave his house for years because he's a huge germaphobe, which Sal, of course, crossed the line with that one time, too. When he had a cold, he used Howard's megaphone and coughed all over it, and then Howard got sick. So he was pissed, and Sal almost started crying from it.
I would have fired him.
Sal coughing all over Howard's mic. Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
I will use Clorox things on it.
You should be scared.
This is a deal breaker for me. I do not want. I got to be able to trust the guys I work with that they don't touch my stuff.
Right.
I don't know what you're thinking. First of all, I'm a kook about germs. I'm completely irrational. Plus, you had a cold. Now, I just got a cold. Maybe you gave me your fucking cold. I don't know. I am just livid with you.
I'm beside myself. I don't even know. I mean, there aren't even any words for me. It's not a joke. I mean, because this job does mean everything to me. And lately, a lot of stuff has been piling up. I don't want to piss you off. And I just used poor judgment.
Why would you? Let's can the music. Why would you touch my megaphone? I mean, like leave my. I don't touch your stuff.
Why would you touch my megaphone?
I respect that it's yours.
Richard and I decided that it would be funny if we started going behind people shouting with the megaphones, like surprising them.
Fine.
What are we, in high school?
Fine.
So get your own megaphone.
Don't touch my stuff. You know what it is, man? Seriously, your illness about me and your love of me, or it's past love, it's obsession. You putting your hands on my megaphone.
I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch the video, if you want to see.
It's almost like you're holding me up to your mouth. Like it's honestly, psychologically, you got to get past this, dude. You're whacked out of your friggin' skull.
This bad judgment you keep pointing to, why do you think it's going to get better?
Because I know never to touch any of Howard's things again.
No, you don't know anything until after you've done it and we told you it was wrong.
Is there any?
I love that they're calling, like, she's calling him out, though, because, like...
Anytime you can
What are you,
avoid...
a fucking lawyer?
But she's right.
I know not to touch your shit, Robin. What is this?
Because you don't have judgment, dude. It doesn't... Now you
It's
know
bullshit.
not to...
I'm
now
apologizing to you. What are you going to do next? When are you going to use...
Yeah, your
what is that?
apology means nothing because it's always after the fact.
Listen,
you
but I
don't
made a
know what to
mistake.
do.
Sal, there's got to come a time
Oh my god, why is he attacking her?
where you look at that megaphone and say, or whatever that's going to happen, you go, you know what? This ain't worth it. You got to have some judgment.
Right.
The megaphone should have never happened.
These are all grown-ass people above 30, mind you.
What she's saying.
Right.
When are you going to be able to read a situation and go, you know what? Fuck, I got to respect this guy's private space. This is a guy who gave me a job, and this is a guy I like, and this is a guy whose respect I want. This is a guy whose trust I want. You can trust that I'm not going to go into your office and go through your personal things.
You can, though, but I know.
He should have been fired.
I want to. The only person I'll
And
do.
there are a few other times Howard had to snap at him, and one of the times, I think this was around when Howard finally had to get him under control because he couldn't take it anymore. Like, this was after the wedding, and Sal still kept trying to get involved in Howard's life. And he decided to email Beth after he heard Howard tell this story about how him and Beth got into an argument because she had a document open on the computer. And Howard, he said he saved it, but when he closed it, it didn't save. So they got into a whole argument about it. And I guess Sal thought it'd be a good idea to email Beth and give her advice.
why'd he put himself in that situation? Because he kept him on the show for entertainment purposes, because I don't know, like I guess I understand, but at the same time, I guess in hindsight it probably wasn't the best idea, but I don't think he thought that this guy would take it so far. But yeah.
Advice on how to remember to save documents.
Beth, sorry to hear about the save option. One time I was editing a movie for my son's birthday, and the same thing happened to me. I'll give you some advice that has worked well. Put a Post-it note that says click save and stick it on the corner of your monitor as soon as you sit down for your projects. Not only will it help others, but it serves as a great reminder to yourself to click it for your work too. Good luck, Sal. So now my fucking head is steaming hot because I go, first of all, I hit save 900 times. The save didn't work. The save function didn't work. Now Beth's getting heated up.
Oh, no.
I'm getting heated up. I go, that fucking jackass doesn't even listen to what fucking argument's about. He's basically saying I didn't hit save.
Right. Nobody hit save.
Yeah. Why? Can you leave my wife alone? Can you leave my life alone? Can you just stay out of it, you fucking idiot?
No
and then
one
you brought
else.
it up.
No one else did this.
Why do you have to write her?
Not one person.
And I didn't tell her I discussed it on the air. I didn't want to get into it.
I was just trying to be nice. That's all.
Yeah, but Sal, I told you, we hit save. That wasn't the problem. You can send a Post-it note to your...
Well, Howard, if you click... Hold on, Robin, I'm sorry.
Sal, the whole point was I came into the room and hit save like 20 times before I closed it.
But you have to admit...
Sal! Don't write my wife.
I'm not.
Stop it.
I'm telling you something else. You have to admit that.
Yeah, but your note is exactly what I'm talking about. It misses the fucking argument. We hit save. It wasn't a question of hitting save. We hit save 50 times.
I got it.
It wouldn't save. I know you've never heard of it because you're a fucking genius. You fucking cocksucker. Stay out of it.
But why are you involved in their lives anyway?
Right.
No one else here thought to write them a note. This
no one else here cared enough.
Business.
All I know is
it's none of your business.
First of all,
no one else here cared.
Yeah, so it's a miracle.
Dude, what the fuck?
Sal never got fired. Like, even aside from him pissing off Howard, he was obviously like the most offensive person on the show. He had no filter, and he'd always say shit that would get anyone fired nowadays. And even around this time, when Sal was saying this stuff in 2006, he was pushing it a little bit. Like Don Imus, he got fired in 2007 for saying some racist shit. So Sal got kind of lucky here, but I'm sure around this time they had to tell him off air that he can't say stuff like this anymore. Because even though everybody would call him out during the show and say he's racist, there's no way that was going to stop him. You know, if he's getting airtime and making people laugh, he's not going to slow down. And also, I'm sure he's heard Howard say a lot of the same stuff.
So did he never get fired?
Earlier in his career, so he probably didn't think Howard would care that much. Like, he always seemed really surprised when everybody on the show would say he's racist. And it's funny, whenever they would ask him to explain himself, he'd always just make things so much worse.
You know, I was in Vegas, and this big black guy, a truck driver looking guy, he says a big fan of the show. He came out with dead serious. He goes, you know, Masal is a fucking racist.
Oh, no kidding.
And he's like, I mean, you got I could tell that's not bullshit. He's a fucking racist.
Oh,
listen. Sal.
I was drunk, and whatever, you get drunk, you say things. And when I said the N-word that time, I was making reference to a girl's ass, you know, and there's nothing hotter than a nice black chick's ass. Unfortunately, because of alcohol, I said the N-word.
Okay, so you think the fact that you said the word is what was offensive, not the fact that you were referring to, like, black chicks' asses being
No,
that
black
way.
chicks' asses are nice. I mean, where do we live? Black women have beautiful asses. At least the ones that I look at. You ever see a Salt and Pepper video?
All black women have nice asses.
Most of them. I like when he goes, where do we live?
Most of them.
When's the last time you said a Jew broad's got a hot ass? I mean,
What'd he say?
they're bony, you know. These are
What'd he say?
just, this is the makeup of people.
Wow.
No, wait, but hold on. It's no
Wait,
different than saying
wait.
a Chinese is small. They're small.
What is he saying?
All people. Just these certain stereotypes, and they're true. I don't care if people say I'm a racist. I'm not. I'm telling the truth. That's all it is. That's
Just telling the truth.
That's all it comes down
It's
to.
facts.
Most people who drive cabs smell like piss. That is just like you know all it comes down
It's
to.
facts.
Most people who drive cabs smell like piss. That is just like you know. You might laugh, but it's true when you sit in the thing. It's like being in a fucking outhouse. I'm just telling you, a good majority of the people are that way. That's all there is to it. That's it.
You don't see how comments like that can be construed as being
I don't
racist?
care. Everybody jokes about blacks and watermelon. You know what the truth is? Blacks enjoy watermelon. What is so bad about a black person enjoying a watermelon? Nothing.
This is so 2006.
Is a majority that's out of the stereotype. She sounds white. She acts white. She's not.
How does she act
out of
white?
the stereotype? Not me putting her down. Not me
But
being
how
racist.
does she act white?
Okay.
What makes this even crazier is that they have a black woman on this show, and she's just like, tee hee hee, you're so funny.
Okay, she doesn't do like what Oprah does. She doesn't throw in that Ebonic slang to impress the Nubian sisters. Okay, number
Okay.
one.
Oh.
Number two,
Good for you,
she
Rob.
doesn't do those little things like, she doesn't have that typical black thing going on, which is fine. Robin happens to be one of those people who don't. She's like Ahmad Rashad, same thing. Very,
What's
very
a typical
white.
black thing? I don't. You're just saying the way she speaks. You said the way she acts.
Right.
She's a nice.
She just
black.
carries herself
She's
more
nice.
like a white person.
What? I hate when people say that.
Well, what does that mean? She carries herself like a white.
What does that mean?
Well,
really?
less ghetto.
I'll
She's not
explain.
the ghetto black, you know what I mean? And that's fine. And
Not
okay,
ghetto.
Here's
so
the thing,
that's
Robin.
acting white.
No, that's where I was wrong. You sound white. You sound white.
Oh, no, I just speak English
But
properly.
and I used the wrong word with white. Not white per se, white people.
White?
You're
What
like-
is it white?
You're
White.
like Jewish
Which
white.
white?
Jewish
What does that mean? What does that mean?
white.
I'm Jewish
Like
white.
the devil wears Prada white. You carry yourself a little on the snobby side. Like when I ask you if you're going to Ronnie's party, like, no. Like you put your nose in the air. And black people don't put their nose in the air and go, no. Black
I've had enough.
Jewish people are snobby?
No, she carries herself like the typical, stereotypical Jewish snobby
So
lady.
you're saying she has a bony ass?
No, she doesn't. That's the difference. She has the
All right,
Jewish.
get out of here.
I didn't think this was gonna happen.
Really, you just
the
sicken me.
Jewish attitude.
How
the
do I
black
sicken
ass.
you?
You're insane.
You're
insane.
She has a black
and you don't
ass
even
with a
see
Jewish
it.
attitude. She does.
I have a Jewish attitude.
A little bit, a little snotty, but that's okay. You've earned it. You got a lot of money.
And this was after he already went on an even more offensive rant, and they pretended to have HR call him, and they told him to make an apology, and he started freaking out that he'd get fired. But then when he figured out it was just a joke, he's like, oh, I knew I didn't do anything wrong, even though everyone's still like, no, that was pretty bad. But obviously reprimanding him on the show doesn't work very well. So eventually Howard or HR probably really did have to sit down with him off air and tell him to chill a little bit. Between him saying stuff like this and him annoying Howard and some of the degenerate stuff he's doing, they definitely had to get him under control, which they somehow managed to do. Like Sal toned it down a lot. And I believe he's still on the show, which is pretty wild, even though I doubt
Still on the show?
he has a big role anymore. But it's crazy to look back at all this in 2025 and know he's still working for the show somehow. Like, I doubt anyone thought he's going to last this long. But also, it is his dream job. He's always wanted to work there, and he wouldn't know what to do without it. I mean, one time Howard pranked him and made him think the show was ending back in 2010 because his contract was up, and he announced he's re-signing, but Sal was late for work, so he didn't hear it. So when he got there, Howard told him he was retiring, and Sal just lost it. He had a complete breakdown.
My wife wants me at home more. I talked to the company. They didn't want to rearrange my schedule at all. They were inflexible. And my hand started to shake, and I backed out. And I called Sirius last night, and I said, I can't sign this. And I sadly want to say that I'm going off into the sunset. And I love all of you.
Holy fuck.
And
So next week's the last show?
Yeah.
This is
Next
it?
Thursday?
Yeah, next Thursday. And let me say something. I'm not leaving anybody high and dry. Letters of recommendation.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, man. I know how much you devoted.
Oh, my God.
What?
Wow.
I'm sorry you're crying, Sal. I see the look on your face. And I
It's
know
just
you...
like, I'm...
Yeah, yada yada. He didn't even get fired. Okay, I can't really move my hands though because Mr. Handsome is sleeping on top of my hand. So... Mr. Handsome? He's sleeping on my hand. Can I move my hand, please? Alright. I didn't know that that was a thing. Wow. 2006 is a crazy time. We'll just be saying things. What are you doing? Hmm? What are you doing? Hi. Hi. What the heck? Why did you do that? I'm hungry. I should get something to eat. Okay. I'm either gonna make oatmeal or order something. I was thinking about ordering something. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Mr. Handsome's in the way. He's in front of everything. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? He backed up. Hi. Hi. Hi, Mr. Handsome. Whopper? Ew, no, I don't want a Whopper right now. I don't even know what I would order, actually. What happened? Huh? What's going on? Hmm? Oh, he's knocking out. He's a sleepy little baby. You being a little sleepy baby? Huh? You being a little sleepy baby? Mr. Handsome? Huh? You stinky baby? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, sleepy boy. Hi. Okay, I'm gonna see what I can order. What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? What? I'm right here. You okay? What are you doing? doing? Hmm? Oh, okay. Okay, he moved. I could get Wingstop. Is that a bad idea? It's a 30-minute delivery. 30 minutes. I could also get Wendy's. Wingstop for breakfast. It's $12.40. Why? Someone pulled up in my TikTok. They said, this looks depressing. Why? Why? Because I'm emo? Yo soy emo. Order you some Five Guys. Ugh. I wouldn't eat Five Guys right now. Sounds like poo-poo caca. Oof. There's not shit. I think I might just get Wingstop. Let me see. You had a dream about me? Okay, so it really is a 30-minute wait. Should I just get it? Yo, Burger King got 10-minute delivery time. Guys, I'm gonna get Burger King. It has 10-minute delivery. Bye. But Wingstop sounds fire. I know, but Wingstop is 30 minutes, and it'll probably take more than 30 minutes. And my stomach is, like, grumbling right now. And Burger King says 10 minutes. So. I mean, like, I could also just eat a snack here, but... No. Okay. I'm just gonna get a Whopper. What happened, honey? What happened? What? I don't know what you want from me. Burger King with my Burger Queen. What time is it? It's 12:43. Okay, I'm gonna get a Whopper. Large Dr. Pepper. Oh my god, they have frozen Coke. Okay, let me see how much this is gonna be. What happened? Mm-hmm. 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 Thank you. Never go wrong with a Whopper. Okay, so It was like, how much was it? Like 20 bucks? What happened? It was $27.19 because I got primary and I paid like $5 for tip. And primary adds like $4, so basically I added an extra $10. So it would have been less, but I mean, it's not that bad. I just don't want somebody to be like driving around with my fucking Whopper, letting my ice in my drink melt. What happened? You know, when I let you out, you're gonna start crying. Okay, so we're gonna do mukbang. Okay. Do you guys want to spark up? Do you guys want to get like really fucking high? I mean, what? I didn't say that. Oh my god. Who said that? That wasn't me. They be double dashing? Dude, yes, they'll pick up your order and then they'll go pick up 2 other orders and then they'll drop off those 2 orders first and then they'll get to you. I'm like, dog, the delivery time says 20 minutes, you made it 2 hours. I might as well have just clicked priority. What? You were... What? Okay, it says a lady is picking up my order. $5 that it's not a lady that's gonna drop off my order. Yeah, did you see, there was a story yesterday that some guy was an Uber driver. He dropped off food at a house, wrote down the address, and came back later to ask the girl on a date. It was a child. What happened? Okay, but if you start yelling, I'm not opening the door again. He's yelling right now, right? Right. I'm gonna go do what he wants me to do, right? Oh my god, I got a violation. No, my phone. Dude, this charger... I remember that. He just wants to sit in the driveway. But then he'll sit in the driveway for like 5 minutes and then he'll come back and he'll start yelling and he'll be like, why didn't you come with me? And I'm like, dude, I'm doing something. Like, he wants me to hang out with him like all the time. Okay, super epic. Let me just do this. It's gonna make my life a lot easier. I'm just gonna do this. Happy 420. Happy 420. Aw. TikTok gave me a violation because Howard Stern said the R word. Well, they didn't even take me down because I'm sparking up. They took me down because Howard Stern said a bad word. Dude, somebody just commented on my TikTok, and it was a comment that I had to approve, and it said, "Go eat another Big Mac." Wouldn't it be funny if I did a Burger King mukbang responding to that comment? I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, now that you mention it, yeah, I actually do have a Whopper right here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually gonna fuck this shit up right now. Okay, well. Whatever. Fuck TikTok. Well, at least my food's coming. Hold on. Oh, she's gonna be here in 5 minutes. Awesome. Super awesome. Maybe they'll give it back to me. Well, I didn't know he was gonna say that. And you know, I'm kind of hoping that nowadays when somebody says that, there's a bleep. But there's not. So. Yeah. That was unfortunate. It's okay. It's okay because we're just gonna spark up and we're gonna eat some Burger King and everything's gonna be okay. Oh, my little stubby fingers. Ugh. Ugh. My Uber driver is on the way. Yeah, I haven't really ate anything yet today. All I had was coffee, so my stomach's like, wow, 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 wow. Yeah. So I'm real excited to eat this burger right now. NGL. Let me check TikTok and see if they reviewed my application. Sometimes they like to approve it immediately sometimes, which they did. They approved my appeal immediately. You know, one time they took 2 days to approve my appeal, and by the time they saw it, I was already able to go live again. So, but they saw my appeal within 3 minutes. Nice. I think this lady's here. No? Nope, she's still on the way. I'm kind of tired. You think after I eat, I might take a nap? 'Cause I'm kind of tired. Okay. It's supposed to be a lady that's giving me my food. I'll be right back. Should I go live on TikTok again? Probably. Okay, let me go. I'm making a TikTok. First bite. Why'd it squirt? Come on, honey. Perfect. What a perfect TikTok. That was awesome. Hmm? What? Give me a little bit and we can sit down together. Honey. You just came back inside. Yeah, they gave me a violation for something that the video that I was playing said, and then they immediately gave it back to me. Bug wants a fry, but I can't give her a fry because last time I gave her a fry, she threw up. So I can't give her fries. Don't question how I'm eating this right now. Happy Easter. I'm fucking this shit up. I told you I was fucking hungry. Never change? Why? What did I do that made you feel like that? I like Burger King. I got frozen Coke. I had to. Sorry. I have urges. I don't know, the burger might be frozen. Hey! Okay. I think I'm gonna have to skedaddle, actually. To, take these girls. Actually, no, I don't even have to take them outside. They just... They want my attention. You hear them? It's like everybody wants my attention right now. Mr. Handsome's upset because he wants attention. Bug and Sasha are upset because they want attention. So I'm just like, bro. And I've been on live for like 3 hours, so... Yeah, my kids need me. We're completely fine. Saliva comes out of there? No, it just is leaking because it's not fully healed. What time is it? It's 1. Oh my god, they're acting like it's the end of the world right now. What? What do you want from me? What? Are you hungry? Hmm? Do you want to eat? Yeah? Be serious? Is that what the problem is? Are we hungry? Okay. Okay, give me a second. It seems like they're hungry. Why dine with a clown when you can eat with a king? Okay, I'm gonna... Actually, I don't know if I should just feed them and come back, but I really did want to take a nap, though. So I think I'm gonna skedaddle and come back later at night, and I'm gonna play Minecraft. Okay. I just wanted to come back and do a mukbang with you and say hi, because my live got taken down, so yeah. Okay, love you. I'm gonna